Hello, little Lissa Gramling. Hi, everyone. I'm John Solo. Welcome to John Solo's Beer Brigade. This is the Ramblin Gramling show, where we go over all of the weekly audiobook releases. At the end, Lissa goes over what you listened to or read this week. There's a bullet rating system. It has nothing to do with what you're thinking at all, I assure you. Anyways, so
Or does it?
I like your blacked out look room this morning. I like the fact that you look like you just woke up. That's all good.
About maybe an hour ago, yeah.
Yeah. Get some coffee
I'm trying a different lighting thing today. So
I like it. Did you get some coffee in you?
yes,
Now, did you get creamer in you as well?
I know where you're going with that.
I said creamer. I didn't say cream. Anyways, we've got a bunch today. Not as many new releases this week, but we do have 3 different audio clips. 2 from me, because it's my damn show, so screw you. So, well, it's our show. It's our show, but I'm on it, so I figure if I have a new release, I get to do an audio sample. So let's get into this. The first one, which might be the best title of the week, Hot Chicken, Sunday Brothers, Book 6. This is by May Archer, narrated by little chorizo himself, Michael Dean. After that, we had
another chorizo book, Illegal Formation, an MM quarterback and fighter pilot romance. The San Diego Storm MM football team series, book 2. Wow. Oh, come on, Emerson. By Emerson Beckett, narrated by Michael Dean.
I thought that the beginning tags of the titles were something that the author could check off on Amazon, like an MM romance, and they check it off. Then it automatically gets added to the title unless you delete it. That was my understanding. How many MM quarterback and fighter pilot romances do you think there are to deserve a category?
Not very many.
I would think that is pretty specific. By my wife years ago, she narrated a book, and it was number 2 in the pterodactyl romance category. There's a pterodactyl category, pterodactyl romance category. Yeah, and hers was number 2. Anyways, next we had The Princess, Breakfast at Bennett's, Book 3 by E.M. Denning, narrated by Kurt Graves. Then we had
Space Daddy's Guide to the Galaxy, Villains in Space, Book 2 by C. Rochelle, narrated by Gabriel Michael and Nick J. Russo.
See, now, why isn't that like, MM Space Daddy's romance? Maybe there's not a Space Daddy's category yet. There will be soon. After that, Cowboys Can't Kiss, Kissing Ridge Cowboys, Book 1 by R.M. Neal, narrated by Nick J. Russo and B.J. Harrison. There you go. After that,
How to Tame a Hellhound, Hellhounds of Paradise Falls, Book 3 by Shannon May, narrated by Iggy Toma and Alexander Sandis.
Then we had Moonstrikers, Summertide Chronicles, Book 4, Sam Burns, narrated by Darcy Stark and Zachary Johnson. Then we had
The Barbarians Tribute, Not So Savage Barbarians, Book 1 by Amy Padilla, narrated by Kurt Graves and Jonathan Lake.
Padilla. That's like if you have a car and you got in an accident, but you're still driving it around, and it's your Padilla.
Wah-wah. You did that joke last week.
I know, but it still works. It's still funny. No. After that, we had our first audio book sample clip of the week. I'm going to flip this over, put that up there, and here we go.
Nolan Tyler is carrying a dark secret that's kept him closed off from everyone for years. Out of shame, fear, and self-preservation, he keeps everyone at arm's length, including Riley. When Nolan is asked to be his brother's best man, there's no bowing out, not even when going home means facing everything he enlisted to escape. Though Riley doesn't know exactly why Nolan balks at going home, he offers to come with him as backup. In exchange, Nolan will come with him as his boyfriend in a last-ditch effort to get Riley's parents to accept, once and for all, that their son is gay. Nolan takes him up on it, but he's terrified that the truth about his past will come out, and the man he's falling for will leave. Leave is written by L.A. Witt, narrated by Greg Boudreau and Michael Furiolo. Available now.
Ta-da! Thank you for sending that in.
Of course it would be fake relationship trope.
Is that your favorite trope?
No.
I thought hockey was your favorite trope now.
It's getting there.
Other people like it. Don't poo-poo on other people's likes.
I'm not. I'm just saying there's so many of them that they're everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Thanks for sending that in, Michael. Miss you, man. After that, we had After the Siren by Darcy Green, narrated by Kieran McGrath and Zareth,
Mhm.
who
That was
also
it.
who also tells fortunes on the weekend at the pier. After that, we had your turn.
A Murder for Crow by Layla Doreen, narrated by Lawrence Quinton.
Then we had A Little Campfire Blues, Pride Summer Camp 2025 by Layla Doreen, narrated by Emmett Wilds. Then we had
Sink or Swim, the Anchor Point series, book 8 by L.A. Witt, narrated by Nick DeRusso.
And then that poor man can't afford a shirt. Look at that.
Mhm.
After that, we had our next audio sample. This one's me. Sit back and enjoy.
Nolan Tyler is carrying a
No, that's not. That's still Michael Ferriello. I should cue up the right sample, huh? Here we go.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hi, it's John Solo. I'm here to promote Free Heart by Lita Blake. This is book 2 in the Free Fall series. It's just a duology, just 2 of them. I say just. These things are amazing. You do need to listen to book 1 or read book 1 before listening or reading book 2. Worth every single penny, I assure you. Here goes. A single moment can change everything. For Daredevil climber Dan, that moment came with a devastating accident while attempting to free solo El Capitan. Now, grounded in more ways than one, Dan faces the harsh reality of recovery, painful physical therapy, mounting medical bills, and a dream that feels farther away than ever. Sejin is determined to be Dan's anchor, even as his own fears and stress compound. But helping Dan heal means confronting their fragile future together, both the love they built and the challenges they never saw coming. As they work to rebuild their lives, they discover they can't do it alone. From the loyal climbing partner who's there every step of the way, to the mother figure who loves and supports them both, to the local daycare owner who organizes extra help, Sejin and Dan begin to piece together a found family. But healing is never linear, and love isn't always enough to chase away the ghosts of the past. Will Dan and Sejin learn to trust in each other and the people around them to create a life as breathtaking and solid as the wall Dan once climbed? Free Heart is a heartfelt story about resilience, rediscovery, and the power of leaning on those who love you, even when the climb seems impossible. And again, by far and away, one of my favorite series of this year that I've done. It is so good. So, go out and get it wherever audiobooks are sold. By the way, when I typically open those with a hi. No one can see it but me, but I can see little Alyssa Gramling's camera even when you can't. And she waved. She waved at the screen. Just unconsciously, just waved. It was hilarious.
Bye.
Anyways,
Yeah.
next we had Unleashing Mayhem, Demon Bound Book 4 by Gray Bryan, narrated by Michael Ferriello. After that, we had
Lost here. Hold on. Oh, Jacked. Jimbo's book 1 by Cam Newhold, narrated by Kurt Graves.
I always love those poses. Just like that. When I did my photo thing a few years ago, every outfit that I wore, and there was like 30 of them, every outfit at one point, I did this. And I actually have a Google Photos folder just filled with me with my arm up like this in every different outfit. It was great.
Ha!
Ha! After that, we have our next sample of the day. Let me pull this up. Here we go. I'm going to click on the right one. Hi, it's John Solo again. This is a promo for Bull's Boy. This is from Kiki Clark, and this is set in a universe that I've worked in before, the Leather and Chrome series, although this is completely a standalone. You don't have to read or listen to any of them prior to this, but I strongly encourage you do. They're fantastic. Anyways, here you go. Consider my lap your throne. You can sit on it whenever you please. Getting passed over by women for his height and for not being manly enough has become the story of Malcolm's life. He's tired of it and just about ready to give up on dating completely. What's the point? He can't make himself taller, and being Mr. Take Charge will never be his vibe. And not only is his romantic life in shambles, but bills are piling up, and now his awful older brother is getting married and wants to do a destination wedding. Malcolm can hear his bank account crying already. What he needs is a chance to just relax and forget his worries for an evening. What he doesn't expect is for his giant of a boss to step in and help him out. No one has ever made him feel the things Bull does. He's quiet and kind, and his eyes follow Malcolm, keeping watch over him. Bull deserves a proper thank you, something that makes him feel as good as Malcolm does after their night out with Bull's friends. Something tells him one reckless encounter won't be his last. Bull is about to change his life and claim him for his own. Are you ready for a quiet giant with a dirty mouth and an overprotective streak a mile wide? A lesbian best friend telling it like it is? A bi-awakening that probably should have happened before the zipper came down? Ollie-sized cameos? And a very well-deserved nickname based on a certain appendage? Grab Bull's Boy and dive into this fun and sexy standalone novel set within the Leather and Chrome universe. He has a massive dick. That's the
Color me intrigued.
huge. Yeah, I told you would like this one. It's got
Yeah.
it's got everything you love. It's got the bi-awakening. It's got a huge dick. Hey, what more could you?
You told me boss employee, so that
It's
hooked
got
me
that
right there.
too. It's got that too. See, now there's no hockey in that one, and I know you're really into hockey, as evidenced by what you listened to this week. And this is book 3 in a hockey. How would I have color?
Well,
I never would have thought.
I skipped book 2, which I shouldn't have, because things happened in book 3 that were mentioned for in book 2. So I'm like, okay, I've got to get it. I've got it. I just haven't listened to it yet because life. But it was Bullet Breaker.
Heyo.
Nick and Sean Masters, who Sean is new to me, a new to me narrator. So, but I loved his voice. It was deep, growly. Yeah. Anyway, this is book 3. This is with Victor and Beckett. It's a goalie coach romance. I've got 2 different series I'm listening to. So it's like, which one was this? Which author was this? Because I've got also the Heartbreak Hockey series by S. Legend, and this is by Evie Olson. This is the Unhinged series. So, yeah, I'm getting into a lot of hockey.
I noticed that. Yeah. I know how you're into them big sticks and then them stick battling, and I've noticed that about, but it's all right. Some people are to each their own, just as we talked about earlier. Some people are into other things,
Yeah.
they're allowed to be, shouldn't poo-poo on them.
Next week, we're going to talk about that anyway. Because I just finished a book. I read a book yesterday by Gianni Holmes.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorites, by the way. She's fantastic. And sometimes Johnny gets a little kinky, and so sometimes she gets a little risque, you might say. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we'll look forward to that next week. Thank you for putting all of this together. Enjoy your nap that I'm sure is going to come at some point here.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm going to go play a gig. So have fun, y'all. See you next week. Peace out. Good luck.